What's going down, everybody? This is your boy Big Drewski, and welcome to another edition of Space Bucket Growing with Drewski.
Welcome to the podcast.
What's going down, everybody? So tonight's episode, everybody, is brought to you by some wonderful, wonderful people. First off, this episode is brought to you by Rain Man Space Bucket Micro Grows. You can find their store on Etsy. We'll have the link in the description of this episode. You can also find them on our Instagram page. That's Mostly Safe 8. You can find them on Instagram. You can find us interacting with them all the time. My man over there has supplied us with some awesome stuff we're going to tell you about here. But our other sponsor tonight is brought to you by our good friends over at Lotus Eater Organics. And they are some really good friends. I'm going to tell you that now because we got a whole lot of stuff in store here, folks. And, man, this episode's about to be epic. And just the things I'm going to tell you about. So we're going to kick it off that way with the title of the show. The LED Lotus Eater gets a purple grenade. Now, folks, this has been long overdue by a couple of weeks. Don't get it twisted, folks. But the LED Lotus Eater right now is built, supplied by both our main sponsors that we just introduced. Rain Man Space Bucket Micro Grows has provided us with a Galaxy Hydro 135 watt 12 inch diameter full spectrum grow light. Lotus Eater Organics has supplied us with 5 to begin with. 5-gallon buckets. And then they shot over today and dropped off 3 more and some awesome stuff, aka Seed Life. So the seeds that they dropped off are from Oasis Cultivations. Good people. Said he's had some great success with these GDP mixes. And we have Magnifique, which is GDP and Marmalade. We have GDP and AK-47. That's our lovely purple grenade. And we have GDP and Ghost Train Haze, a.k.a. Wicked Purple Haze. So right now, as we speak, the LED Lotus Eater is filled with a 3-gallon smart pot with some soil. It's been flushed. Sitting on top of that soil is a party cup with more soil and a seed of GDP crossed with AK-47 to make a motherfucking purple grenade. That shit sounds lovely. Like, I'd love to smoke a purple grenade. I'm telling you. So, this is a from seed grow that we're going to do. Right now, she's sitting in some soil that's been watered. She's nice and moist. That seed's just sitting in there waiting to let nature happen. And once this thing pops, it's about to go down. I can't wait. So right now, I'll tell you the build that the purple grenade is in. It's in the LED Lotus Eater, which is made of, I'm not going to try to use big words, it's made out of 5-gallon buckets. So the main bucket has been drilled at the bottom with some drain holes, lined with foil tape, and a PC fan, not one of the small ones, a little bit of a bigger one, has been installed on one of the sides of the bucket. That's our intake fan. The foil tapes have been lined around that, of course, so there's no light leakage. Second, we have a spacer that's got a little notch cut out of it so it locks into the fan, lined with foil tape. Now the spacer after that has been lined with foil tape and then also lined with 6 feet of LEDs. It's a 50-50, 5-to-1 red-blue ratio LED light strip that we got off of eBay. That's been installed, has been powered and tested. Everything's looking lovely. Those lights are on right now. Spacer after that, blank. Spacer after that, blank. Then we have our light spacer. Because of the depth of the Galaxy Hydro UFO light and the diameter of that thing, it takes up damn near the whole bucket. That one's on. When I say on, it's installed. And it's not powered as of right now. I'm letting the LED light strip kind of provide the light with the reflection of the foil tape. And that's going to be where she lies for right now. So like I said, we've got the GDP AK-47, a.k.a. Purple Grenade, German right now in some soil. She's looking real lovely. You know what I mean? The light provided inside right now is off of the LED light strip, just to give some light into that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be ill prepared when this thing pops out of the soil and starts going for light. So what we're doing is we're just going to get her prepared. Once she pops out of the soil here, we're turning on the Galaxy Hydro and we're going full on. Now, folks, if you hear anything in the background, we got dum-dums in the area lighting off fireworks early, of course. You know how that goes. Like, I don't understand why people want to light fireworks so damn early, but it's just something that happens in life, and, you know, things happen. You know what I mean? Things happen. So, if you hear anything, it's probably that. But we're getting everything nice and ready, and we're just going to make sure everything's cool, you know what I mean? Like, dead serious. This process is going to be a nice, exciting one. I call it exciting just because we're going from seed once again. We're not doing any clone work. I'm still afraid of clones, to be totally honest with you. And I don't know if anxiety is the right word, but they give me like a slight, like, panicky, paranoid feeling about going into the whole cloning process. So I'm not going to touch that. Not yet. Like, I don't feel I have the experience to actively start cloning plants and going that route. So I'm going from seed. It's the only way I know to make things happen. And we're going from there. So, you know what I mean? This Instagram live's messing up on me, you guys. So I wanted to give y'all a live show on Instagram, but I don't think it's going to happen right now. What we are going to do is we are going to get into some things that are really, really special. We do have the CFL build still going. That one's in flower mode as of right now. It looks like we do have a possible female on our hands, which is the most awesomest shit ever. Because, I mean, if we got that female, I'm pretty sure we got some feminized seeds on our hands. We're going to be sitting there growing for a while, y'all. So I'm excited about this process, especially since I have one in flower right now, and I have one going from seed as of right now, germinating and growing and, you know, doing that whole process. So it's just one of those things that after doing this first build, I got really, really tempted to do another one, but I wanted to wait until I had the right conditions. The right conditions being provided by our sponsors, which is the most awesomest thing in the world, has really put this into a new perspective, because now we have strains that we know we're going to grow. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about your strains, and we're going to do this, we're going to look these up on, let's see what pops up on Google here. There we go. We're going to get Leafly. So we got some Granddaddy Purple, right? Love some Granddaddy Purple. And if this LED grow light situation happens the way that that's expected, you know what I'm saying, from reading on the internet and seeing things from my sponsors' grows and things like that, LED lights do a few things. They bring out hues and colors that you won't see in like a CFL build. From what I understand about full spectrum grow lighting, the light spectrum mixture does something to the leaves to where like the leaves and the plant itself absorbs more of the light, which gives it more growing power. So we're going to get into this Granddaddy Purple mix here. So introduced in 2003. By the way, we're getting our information from leafly.com. But introduced in 2003 by Ken Estes, Estes. Granddaddy Purple, or GDP, is a famous indica cross between Purple Urkel and Big Bud. This California staple inherits a complex grape and berry aroma from its Purple Urkel parent, while Big Bud passes on its oversized, compact bud structure. GDP flowers bloom in shades of deep purple, a contrasted backdrop for its snow-like dusting of white crystal resin. Its potent psychoactive effects are clearly detectable in both mind and body, delivering a fusion of cerebral euphoria and physical relaxation. While your thoughts may float in a dreamy buzz, your body is more likely to find itself fixed in one spot for the duration of GDP's effects. Like most heavy indica varieties, Granddaddy Purple is typically pulled off the shelf to treat pain, stress, insomnia, appetite loss, and muscle spasms. GDP blesses growers with massive commercial yields, which are ready for harvest following a 60-day flowering time indoors. 60-day flowering time indoors. Good freaking Lord. What? 60 days? It's 2 months. But I kind of expected 2 months in flowering. I mean, that gives you, if you do it right, probably about a 3-month flip. If you do a month veg, flip to flower, give it 2 months to do its thing, I think you might be all right. Now, Granddaddy Purple has been mixed with this strain, AK-47. So we're not going to let this intense name fool us. AK-47s will leave you relaxed and mellow. This sativa-dominant hybrid delivers a steady and long-lasting cerebral buzz that keeps you mentally alert and engaged in creative or social activities. AK-47 mixes Colombian, Mexican, Thai, and Afghani varieties, bringing together a complex blend of flavors and effects. While AK-47's scent is sour and earthy, its sweet floral notes can only be fully realized in the taste. Now, this strain was created in 1992 by Serious Seeds, and AK-47 has won numerous Cannabis Cup awards around the world for its soaring THC content. For those hoping to fill their gardens with this resinous, skunky hybrid, growers recommend an indoor environment with either soil or hydroponic setups. Good thing we're running soil, folks. AK-47 is easy to grow and has just a short indoor flowering time of just 53 to 63 days, while outdoor plants typically finish towards the end of October. Ha! So, knowing what we know about these strains, it looks like we're going to have a nice lock-in. Couch lock, mind lock. Might not look at the fridge for a while, but you know I'm fitting to get the munchies because it's weed, y'all. man, I can't wait. So we've got a hybrid. We've got a true hybrid on our hands here with the purple and the AK mix. Wow, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this, especially with the effects. AK-47 strain effects are happy, relaxed, uplifted, euphoric, and energetic. More on the happy side there, and that's always a good thing because you want to. You want to be happy when you smoke weed, man. You don't want to be sitting there with, attitude and problems and everything like that. And then we're fitting to get this couch lock with that Granddaddy Purple with that relaxed, sleepy, happy, euphoric, and hungry. So it looks like it's a good balance of strains there. I don't know how to feel about the relaxed and energetic feel all at the same time. But that being said, I don't think we're going to get anything that we don't realize is going to happen when we mix strains of weed. There's going to be different things that happen, and I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what happens. I'm also excited to see what this strain grows like under a full spectrum grow in a space bucket from seed to harvest. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be one of those things that from the cultivator, from our nice gardener here, Oasis Cultivation, said they've had some really good results with these strains. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be something that is going to be great, I think, patient-wise. It's also going to be great, you know what I'm saying, just for me in general, the chief, on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, if everything goes right with the mentoring from Rain Man Spacebook at Micro Grows. What up, CJ? The check-ins from Lotus Eater Organics, you know what I'm saying? Because I want them to check the progress on this. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys always follow us on Instagram, but I like showing off this stuff live too, like in person. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know where I be at. I ain't fitting to say all that on the internet, but y'all know where I be at. But seeing this strain grow and having this in my hands is just like the most exciting thing that I can't wait to see after this germ period ends and this and veg starts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into some things that I don't think a lot of people know about. And if you do, chime in. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Follow us on Instagram. What are we doing _podcast? You know what I'm saying? Get at us on Facebook. You can either look up Elevated Lifestyle LV or the Elevated Lifestyle Podcast. We do have 2 Facebook pages going on right now. That being said, the build of the LED Lotus Eater, like I said in the last episode, was a nice little 8-hour pop. It was really, really fruitful. I love the way this thing came out at the end of the day, especially looking at it right now. Like, I love the fact that I get to look at this thing on a daily basis, and seeing that foil tape trick is awesome. I didn't need to do anything to the outside of the bucket but cut it. You know what I'm saying? Drill a couple of holes in it so I could, line up the power strip. You dig? And got that all going. And then from here on out, it's wire maintenance. I got to tuck these wires just a little bit. I'm gonna pop them on there so they don't have any room to move, but they have room to move. You dig what I'm saying? And that way, I can move this bucket around just a little bit and put her next to the CFL build, and we're gonna get that going from there. So there's just things that are gonna happen with this grow. I'm excited to see this strain mixture, this hybrid mix of things that's about to happen. Shout out to our sponsors, because, wow, our sponsors have been super awesome. And speaking of sponsorships and affiliate roles, we got to pay some bills here, y'all. So we're gonna give some light to these builds. What up, IG? I know I'm still live. Doing this for y'all. Trying to see who I want to talk about today. Who are we talking about today? You know what, folks? I'm a geek. Kind of a gamer. I like collecting stuff. And if you do too, then this is going to be right up your alley. Because guess what? We're hooked up with Loot Crate. And Loot Crate is a monthly mystery crate that delivers the best in geek and gaming gear. From collectibles, apparel, tech gadgets, art, and other epic gear. It's like Comic-Con in a box. For less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique one-of-a-kind items, and more. Now, folks, you've gotten to the 19th of the month at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. By supporting Loot Crate, you support my channel. And you support our other podcasts, What Are We Doing? So you can sign up at www.trylootcrate.com/whatar and enter code BRIDGE10 to save 10% off any new subscription. So, you guys, if you go to www.trylootcrate.com/whatar, WHATARE, all one word. Folks, you're going to get that nice 10% off your new subscription. And if you do this before the 19th of the month, you're going to get this month's nice, dope crate. Actually, that was yesterday, folks. So we're going to get next month's crate going, and that's going to be one of the dopest things there. So, folks, that's www.trylootcrate.com/whatar. That's going to save you some money. That's going to get you next month's crate. We're going to make some things happen. Today, also, man, we got some crazy news. If you're also a fan of hip-hop, I want to do one of these real quick. One half of Mobb Deep, the infamous Mobb Deep, the man Prodigy, at 42 years old, has passed. If you knew about Prodigy, he had sickle cell anemia. And this one kind of hits me close to home because I had an aunt who passed way too early in my life. I was still a child when she passed, and she passed due to sickle cell anemia. So it's one of another reasons why in today's day and age I got into growing cannabis, because it being such a powerful additive to your medicine cabinet. And, you know, you can do more than just be what some people call a so-called pothead. You know what I'm saying? I use cannabis as a medicine. Like I said, I've got an anxiety condition. You know what I'm saying? My mood ain't right all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed that cannabis around it helps me in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I like sativa strains. So if I can get a sativa hybrid like I have in my hands, it's just the more the merrier, because I like being up. I like functioning out in the public. You know what I'm saying? I like not being able to spaz out on people. I love remembering to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because I won't eat. Like, if y'all knew me, it's kind of awkward that I eat so much. But there are days, like, I'll just forget everything. And if I'm not hungry, I won't feel it. I won't eat. And then all of a sudden, I've dropped 7-8 pounds in a fairly fast amount of time. So, you know what I'm saying? Having cannabis as an additive to my medicine cabinet is one of the reasons why I started kind of growing. You know what I'm saying? I did this as an experiment, and it turned into a full gardening project, which I'm falling in love with the more I do it. And with the help of great people like our sponsors over at Mostly Safe 8, that's Rain Man Space Book at Micro Grows, and Lotus Eater Organics, you know, this journey is just taken off into its own world. So Now that we've got the CFL build almost a week into flower, and we've started the LED Lotus Eater, dropping a purple grenade in there. That starts today. That's starting right now. The germ process has started. We're just excited. I know I am. I know Stacks is mad excited. And now that we got a couple of more buckets, I think I can finagle some stuff to happen. You dig what I'm saying? We got some builds going. We also got some builds going for other people out here in the valley. And I'm kind of excited about that too, because since I've built these 2 buckets, the inquiry of space bucket building has turned into, I think, 3 to 4 more builds in total. Networking, going out with people, they've also seen my work, and they're curious about like tent life and grow rooms and setups and things of that nature, and how far to keep lights. Like, I get questions like that on the all the time basis, and it's actually pretty cool to get now that I've been networking. I have no clue what I'm going to do next, because we got a purple grenade going, and with that purple grenade came Magnifique and Wicked Purple Haze, and I'm thinking about doing a haze. So this purple haze, which, man, Ghost Train Haze and Granddaddy Purple might be like one of the most awesome things I've heard in my life. And once again, we're gonna head over to Leafly, and we're gonna look up Ghost Train Haze, so you guys know we're gonna get into on our next grow. I think I've already planned it out, but Ghost Train Haze sounds like it might be the next grow that we're gonna do here. So once again, we're gonna look up on Leafly.com what Ghost Train Haze can do for us. Here it is, Ghost Train Haze. One of the second things that pops up when you type in the word Ghost OG, and then Ghost Train Haze pops up. And with Ghost Train Haze, here's some of the strain highlights. Now, first bred by Rare Dankness, Ghost Train Haze is a sativa cross between Ghost OG and Neville's Wreck. Unlike typical sativas, Ghost Train Haze grows dense buds blanketed in white crystal-capped trichomes. With the sour citrus and floral aroma, Ghost Train Haze delivers a potent dose of THC to knock out pain, depression, appetite loss, but patients prone to anxiety should steer clear of this heavy hitter. Low doses are conducive to concentration and creativity, but you may notice some cerebral haziness as you administer more. Ghost Train Haze is suitable for outdoor strain for warm climates and has a 65 to 80 day flowering time indoors. Holy shit. Okay, 65 to 80 days. So, we're going with a little over 2 months. Like 2.5. 2.5 months flowering time. I can dig that. I can dig that. Locally in Las Vegas, the first 2 shops that pop up that have this at their dispensaries are Blum and Jardin. And Jardin's actually right around the corner from my house. I have no clue why they've got it at 9.8 miles away from where I'm at. Like, I can walk to Jardin from here. That's the funniest thing. But, so, y'all heard what that said, right? Anxiety people steer clear. I'm going for it anyways, because it's mixed with Granddaddy Purple. And I think the flavor profile on this is going to be amazing. So, on that note, y'all, Wicked Purple Haze is going to be the next grow that happens. We've got Purple Grenade going right now. I can't wait to get everything else started here, folks. And when I say everything else started, ooh, another month and a half. And I think we're going to have a nice special project. Gives us the opportunity to go perpetual grow. And that right there, you guys, is what you're looking for. If you guys are growing cannabis on your own and you grow your own weed, shout out to y'all. If you guys want to, and you want a space bucket build and you want something, nice and contained and something that you can do on your own, hit me up, hit up my sponsor, because now that I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm in the market for. I know what to price quote for you guys if you don't want to do it yourselves. And you know what I'm saying? I can get this done for y'all. My engineering skills have been tested here, y'all. So on that note, I'm out. This is your boy, Big Drewski. Thank you again for listening to another episode of Space Bucket Growing with Drewski. And we'll be back in the next couple of days to let you guys know what's going on with this germination, that purple grenade go. Holla at you, folks.